Hi everyone, let's begin today's session with the very first method of integration. It is method of inspection. So what is meant by method of inspection? As we know that integration means it is the inverse process of differentiation, and we are familiar with all the derivatives of the functions and the chain rule, the product rule, how we can apply all these in the case of to find out the derivative of the given number. So if we are applying those concepts in the case of integration, how it will work. Let's have a look for the first one, method of inspection. So the basic concept it is, as we know, the derivative of a function, say capital F of x, it is equal to small f of x. So here we are applying that integration as the inverse process of differentiation. So what shall we do over here? So if I am finding out the derivative of a function, say capital F of x, we are getting the derivative as small f of x. I can say the integral of that f of x, okay, with respect to dx we are doing, it is equal to the original function f of x plus c. Now, in our mind it will come from where that the letter c comes. So, let's give an example for that why we are applying the constant of integration in the case of indefinite integrals. First one, say the derivative of x square. It gets you 2x. We are familiar with that the derivative formula. The derivative of x raised to n, it is n times x raised to n minus 1. So in this case I can say that the integral or the antiderivative or primitive of the given function is x square. Now the second case we do consider the derivative of x square plus 3. However, the derivative, still we are getting the derivative as 2x, since the derivative of a constant it is 0. So, the second case also I am getting the integral of 2x dx, it is equal to, it is x square plus 3. Now, the third case, dy by dx of x square minus 9. So, here it comes 2x. So I could say the integral of 2x dx it is equal to x square minus 9. So concluding all this, we could say we can represent this plus 3 minus 9, or it can be the 0 also. In all the cases we are putting forward the term, the constant of integration. So basically we could say the integral of 2x dx it is equal to, we can say that it is x square plus c, the constant of integration. Let's consider the first question, the integral of cos 3x dx. Check the function, it is given cos 3x. Cos 3x is the derivative of which function? Like that we are going to check. So we know the derivative of sin x, it is cos x. So if I am considering the derivative of sin 3x, it is equal to cos 3x, and here it is in place of x we have 3x, so we have to multiply by 3. So we are getting the derivative of sin 3x as cos 3x times 3. But I am checking the derivative with a given function. But this 3 is extra for us. That has to be removed. What shall we do? We can transpose. We are familiar with the method of transposition. If I transpose, we are getting it as d by dx of sin 3x. We are transposing 3 means it will be division. It is equal to cos 3x. Now, the next case means I am going to transpose this dx. then it will come d of sine 3x by 3, it is equal to cos 3x dx. So the derivative we are finding differentiation. So the inverse process means it is the integration. So I can say that sine 3x by 3, we are getting it as integral cos 3x dx. So here it comes the integral or the antiderivative or the primitive of the function cos 3x dx as sine 3x by 3, but don't forget to put the constant of integration. So the final answer it is sine 3x by 3 plus c. Question number 2. Integral of sine 2x dx. How about this question? Again we are thinking about the function. The derivative of which function is sine? We know if you are finding out the derivative of d by dx of minus cos x, it is equal to, or we can say that the derivative of cos x, it is minus sin x. I think it's better to do like that. We can consider the derivative of cos x as minus sin x. So if I want to check that sin x means I am just transposing the sign, so I could say the derivative of minus cos x equal to sin x. So in our question it is sin 2x. So definitely I need that 2x has to be the argument over here. So d by dx of minus cos 2x, it is equal to, we are getting here it is sin 2x, and since it is 2x over here, we have to multiply by 2. Oh my goodness, if I am checking the question, if you are comparing with that, only sin 2x is there, but this 2 is extra. So we can transpose. So I am getting here d by dx of minus cos 2x by 2, it is equal to sin 2x. So here it comes the answer for you. The integral of sin 2x dx, it is minus cos 2x by 2 plus the constant of integration c. Now the third one, integral of e raised to 2x dx. As we know, the derivative of e raised to the exponential function is e raised to x itself. So the derivative of e raised to x, it is e raised to x itself. In our question we have e raised to 2x. So here we do consider d by dx of e raised to 2x. So what is the derivative of e raised to 2x? It is e raised to 2x. Now here in place of x we have 2x. So definitely I have to multiply by 2. Again compare with our question, it is e raised to 2x. Definitely I have to transpose this 2. So it will come the derivative of e raised to 2x by 2, it is equals e raised to 2x. Now the final answer for you, the integral of the given function, it is equals e raised to 2x by 2 plus the constant of integration. We are finding out the derivative, the degree turns to be decreased. But if I do consider the case of integration, it goes on increasing. That is the difference between the integration and the differentiation. And we can continue the next topic in the upcoming sessions. Until then, bye-bye.